Think of life like a massive video game. The NPCs, the non-player characters, they're the ones who fill the roles and keep the level design intact. They're like the props, the extras in the movie of life, shuffling around, repeating their lines, creating predictable patterns to make the world feel stable. In real terms, the NPCs, they're doing the heavy lifting of maintaining the illusion. They help you see what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right. And they give you the contrast you need to evolve. Without them, things will go haywire. There'd be chaos, a complete free-for-all, like a wild storm that erases the map. Imagine if everyone in society was conscious, self-aware and awake. It would be like trying to have a quiet conversation in a room full of people who are all shouting over each other. The system needs balance. Without NPCs, there'd be nothing but total unpredictability. These NPCs stabilize the whole system. So instead of seeing them as obstacles or the enemy, realize this. They're like scaffolding, holding everything in place, while you climb higher. You wouldn't expect the scaffolding to be your final destination, but you are damn glad that it's there, where you're building something amazing. Now here's where it gets juicy. The NPCs are mirrors. You see them out there, doing the same shit every day, following the same scripts, and every time you bump into them, you get a chance to see yourself more clearly. The way they repeat their patterns, their shallow conversations, the emptiness in their eyes. It's all a test for you. Think of it like this. If you're a fish swimming in the ocean, the NPCs, they're like the rocks at the bottom of the sea. They don't move much, but they shape the current. They keep things in line so you can swim, dive deep, and break through the surface. Every time you feel their emptiness, you get reminded of your own depth. They reflect who you're not. The contrast is magic. It sparks your awareness. It's like looking at a drawing that's totally blank and then realizing you're holding the pencil. It's hard to know what to draw at first. When you look at the empty space, you get the picture. Now, you're not one of those NPCs, right? You're the soul-bearing being. You're here to awaken, to evolve, to challenge the illusion. The way you know you're not an NPC, simple. If you're questioning reality, wondering what's really going on, feeling that pull for something deeper, then you've already passed the test. You're alive, not just breathing. You've already taken the red pill. But here's the thing. Your job is to awaken, grow and create, not just to follow the script. You're not here to conform. You're here to expand, to challenge the status quo, to break through the walls that they've set up. You've been given the keys to the kingdom, and the kingdom is in your mind. So when you sit there questioning everything, feeling that itch for truth, what's happening? You're experiencing a breakdown. And that breakdown is the breakthrough. The universe gives you those moments when you stop, look around and think, wait, this doesn't make sense. Why am I doing this? That's the signal to step up and change the game. And when you start pushing boundaries, digging deeper, challenging the illusion, that's when you change the whole matrix. Let's get clear on something right now. Discernment is your superpower. Knowing the difference between the scripted and the soul-filled is critical. If you're not questioning, you're losing. You need to trust your gut when you feel that something's off. It's like being in a room full of people, talking about a topic that you know like the back of your hand, and then realizing someone's bullshitting their way through it. Your radar goes off, right? That's discernment. It's your inner GPS telling you, pay attention. This matters. And here's the kicker. You don't even have to argue with the NPCs. You don't have to get defensive or preach your wisdom to them. Their role is to teach you to stand strong in your own truth. They're like the wind against the mountain, constantly pushing, but you're the rock, solid, unmoved, and knowing exactly where you stand. Now here is the real heavy hitter. NPCs can drain your energy if you let them. They're like energy vampires. Every time you get sucked into their world of predictability, shallow talk, or drama, you lose a bit of your power. That's why protecting your energy is so important. Imagine your energy like gold. Every time you give it away to someone who's stuck in a loop, especially if they're not really listening, not engaging in meaningful conversation, or trying to distract you, you're losing it. You're giving them your gold. And guess what? The system loves that. It wants you drained and distracted. Instead, hold that gold close. Keep it for your soul's expansion. When you protect your energy and stay grounded in your truth, that's when you start shifting things in your favour. Here is where the science comes in. The more you break free from the old patterns, the more you rewire your brain. Neuroplasticity is the key here. Your brain isn't some fixed thing. It can change and adapt. When you start questioning your reality, when you push past your comfort zones, you're literally creating new neural pathways in your brain. You're upgrading your mind. And every time you challenge an old belief, or decide to act differently, you create new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing the world. Your life transforms because your perspective transforms. And that transformation is contagious. It ripples outward. You shift. Your relationships shift. Your reality shifts. So why is it so important? The karma of not acting. If you stay stuck, if you keep letting those NPCs drain your energy, if you let them pull you into the same repetitive cycles, there's a cost. And that cost is stagnation. If you refuse to step into your truth, refuse to break free from the matrix, you're letting your soul atrophy. Think of it like a garden. If you never water your plants, if you never let the sun shine on them, they'll die. Your soul needs nourishment. Don't ignore the calling to grow, because if you do, you're just stuck in a rut, waiting for something outside you to change. But it's not out there that needs to change. It's in you. So what's the message here? You're the one who gets to decide. You can stay in the script. Keep playing the background role. Keep living by default. Or you can step into your power, break the patterns, and write your own script. You've already got everything you need. The question is, are you ready to wake up?